Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. This is Robin, and this is actually my white angel trumpet plant that was gifted to me a year, 2 years ago. I'm not really sure. So here's what happened. It's in this little teeny tiny pot. Can you see that? And we threw a tarp down here for some reason, whatever. Oh, I think we threw the tarp down so the dirt wouldn't get mixed. And this is all the soil that came out from the post at the chicken coop in case we needed something to backfill. Well, I laid the white angel trumpet on top of that, which is on top of the dirt, which is on top of the tarp. And now I can't even think about pulling. The angel trumpet is definitely rooted down, but I'm trying to figure out, did it go down under or through the tarp? So that's pretty much where I'm bringing you up to speed on that. And I'm trying to figure out now where to go from here. That's what I'm trying to figure out, where to go from here, because it has a bloom. And I know you guys will tell me it's in the nightshade family and it's kind of poisonous. If I have to, I'll go ahead and gate this or something to keep Buddy and any potential little human beings off of it. Mostly it's just the blooms from what I read, but it seems to be extremely happy here, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love that the angel trumpet comes right at Easter week. So anyhow, let me keep going at this. I'll tell you what, I'll update you as I figure out some more info on what's going on with the root system. Forgive it, it is raining. So I see what's going on. It went through the pot, came on out. It's gone through, it couldn't get through the tarp. So now it has come all the way out here until it hit real dirt. That's what it did. So what I think I'm gonna try to do, I'm probably gonna have to cut the tarp to pieces and cut the pot. But I'm gonna take this oyster plant out of here. Okay, so it didn't go that great. I did everything I could to get the trumpet plant out of the pot. I cut it like 3 different sides and just everything, trying to be so delicate. And it just snapped like, you know, almost like celery sound. And so since there was no sense in saving that root that went out there, now not attached to the plant, I just went ahead and got the plant out of there, removed the oyster plant that was stuck in the same container, just pulled the tarp all the way to the left and just start digging a hole. It likes this place. I did lose one bloom. I will bring you back. This video is not going out here at this point. We're gonna have rain for the next 4 days, 5 days, hopefully. So let's see if it takes root again. Well, you guys, I wanted to give you a quick update on this area before we go further. It is 2 days after I put it in the ground. It's extremely thirsty. It's not happy without its main root that I broke. And the blooms looked a little bit better the other day, but anyhow, it looked better yesterday. Today it's struggling again. We've had just a smidge of rain, but the 2 days before that we've had a ½ inch each day. I'm hoping it'll pull through. Whenever it has water, it comes right back, but it's a little bit unhappy at the moment of this video. Now here's the tarp that came up. I don't know if I put it in the video or not. I was trying to avoid it, but there was a big piece of wood right here that was where we stacked the fireplace wood back in the other far corner of behind the house and pool. So anyhow, that went to the dump. A tire went to the dump, and now we're ready to resume working this garden. What turned out just being curious about a plant is now turned into a full-blown project for me. And I won't do the rest of that today because I've already been mowing grass and so forth, and going to the dump and so on. what is he? He's a troublemaker today. So we'll resume this video tomorrow morning, which would be day 3 since the transplanting of this. Okay, you guys, I had a impulse. I had to go get some sunflower seeds for my chickens, and then I thought they had a really good deal on songbird feed, so I got that. And then I was like, I'll just step in just a minute over to the plants. And I had a nice boo-boo, but actually, look, it looks like I'm starting a moon garden, doesn't it? But that's not really the case. So let's go ahead and just start with this snow white salvia, which I have been looking forever for red salvia. I used to have up there, but I couldn't. I was like, if I was blue salvia, and then white salvia showed up today. So my good friend put them on discount. They're not really terribly better days are behind them, but they look like they're in fade, so she went ahead and discounted them. I also got white alyssum here. This is Snow Princess from Proven Winners. I have nope, sorry, the same one. Gold Dust, and this was a new one to me, so it's let me get that dirt off of there. Gold Dust Macardonia. I don't know how to say that, but it's more like a ground cover, because it stays very low, only like 5 inches high, and it will spread a little bit, like 12 inches to 16 inches. It's an annual, except in 10A and 11B, and then it could be like a tender perennial, so maybe that'll happen. It'll go all the way to frost for me, which is awesome, and I plan on putting it in a pot. I'll show you that in a little bit. This Dakota Gold Helenium, which is beautiful. Look at that yellow, really gold, deep gold. And I think the bees will like that. That is also 6+ hours of direct sunlight, late summer to autumn, I guess is when it blooms. And then, that's not true in Florida anyhow. It goes about 14 inches tall and 18 to 24 wide, so that'll go very wide. Zone 7 to 10. So that's probably a butterfly garden plant, a replacement plant. That's what I bought it for. And then this is a bush daisy sonnenchen. Sorry, it was new to me, but I bought it because it is hardiness zones 9 through 10 in 6+ hours of direct sunlight. Blooms all summer long. 27 inches high, 20 to 27 with 24 wide. So that'll be a nice wide plant again for the butterfly garden. Goes all the way down to 20. So I think that'll overwinter very well here in 9B 10A where I live. Verbena, Purple Imagination. So as you can see, I have a little bit of yellow, well, a lot of yellow, but this yellow and this purple is going to mix with this yellow. In a container. Let's see, where's your tag? This was a new one to me. So Yellow Moon Terrenia, and I have no experience with Terrenia. In fact, I don't have experience with this one, or these two. So I just thought this would be a beautiful little combination. This is going up front under that window instead of the coral jade, what's it called? Coral jade sedum. I'm a little afraid of putting that under there and having it cook. So I know already that the salvia will not cook. It'll thrive right there. I'm going to put the sedums somewhere else in the yard and just not risk losing them, because I really want those too. And the alyssum, I'm not sure if it's going in a pot or if it's going in the butterfly garden. No, pot, butterfly garden. Oh, and I forgot. I picked up a little packet of seeds too. I don't know if these will cook down here, but I might put them anyhow somewhere where they'll be partial shade. I'm trying to up my game in a couple of new beds, including that one that has the angel white trumpet. So, you know, I may add some more white. For sure the impatiens are going there, and there will be pink. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap up the video. It didn't take 4 days, but it took me 4 days because I started on the weekend and I was tearing apart stuff over there, but I had to give it some time to see if the plant was going to survive. Then I went to Martin and Teresa's house. I hope you saw that video, and I got a bunch of impatiens babies from them, and I lined that. I'll show you that in just a minute. And then I also stopped at Ace and to get some birdseed. And then I ended up with these. Some of these are from that trip. There's more up front. But essentially alyssum, gold dust, bush daisy, Torrentia. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But that's a beautiful little bicolor thing. I'm hoping that attracts maybe some hummingbirds or butterflies. And then purple verbena. And so actually, I shifted around after I made the little video. I didn't like, I had the purple and then the bicolor in different spots, and I think this might get a little taller, and I want this to be on the showy side of the walkway, so I flopped those two around. And I think this is really going to be so beautiful. Oh, I still got some dirt to clean up, but I just think that's going to be a beautiful most of summer bush. I don't know, we'll see how many months it goes through. Some things may last longer than others. I'm not sure how much heat that alyssum's going to take, but this is a partially shade area, so maybe, right, maybe we can get through that, and that'll be just one of my beautiful show baskets. I usually have fruit trees that are going from stick to, you know, young in that pot, but I didn't really buy any of those this year. So I don't want to say the yard's full, but you know, I also have plastic tubs and everything, so I just didn't use it for any of that. And I thought, let's just fill it with flowers, and I got a good deal on some of those. So, and really they're not that expensive over there at the Ace anyhow. So here is this is going on today, would be day 5 or 6. And you can see, of course, we've had rain, but that looks like the trumpet plant is kind of coming back. Hopefully it'll root. It did lose the blooms. This is the white angel trumpet. I took the golden shrimp plant from up front. It was cooking, having a hard time up there, so I put it down here. It should only get like maybe 2 hours of sunlight a day. The impatiens are across the bottom. And I took one of the echinaceas from up front, put it in here. Maybe it'll recover. There's a little bit of vinca right here that was growing in the smoothie garden, and so I transplanted to here, and like one back here in the back. There's another one. I put some of those. Those will be should be pink, I believe, or purple. And then we have a little bit of mixture colors, the white, the coral, there's purple, there's deep magenta. Oh, what happened to you? Did somebody, in purple, we're trying to get him to grow, put a root in there. We'll see. Looks like Buddy might have run through here. And then whatever this little sweet variegated something or other is, Teresa said, don't worry, it should come back to life. So I'm hoping and counting on it, doing that. Very excited. I put the acha in finally. This is its 3rd home, and if it doesn't make it here, it just never seems to be happy. But I think maybe the second home it was in was sitting over a big root system, and it just couldn't send roots down deep. So you'd think it would, but it didn't seem to. So I'm thinking maybe this is the best place for it. It'll get some dappled light in here, just like the angel trumpet will get that. And at some point we'll come through and make a proper border for it. But that's not today. Let's go up front. Okay, we're up in the butterfly garden. Jack and I are going to do the final purchasing of like the Mexican heather and a couple other things this weekend. That's at least what we decided. The geranium did well through the transplant. The coreopsis did fantastic. I moved a spiderwort over here just because I found it in the backyard. I didn't want it back there. The alternanthera is putting on a lot of new growth. You can see there's a lot of green in there. I pulled the echinacea here. That was the hyssop, was it? Which is supposed to be up to zone 10. So I killed it. I killed it somehow. The daylily is double tripled. I pulled the other echinacea from here. That's where the golden shrimp plant was. This is, oh, what was your name? This is a new one. Helenium Dakota Gold. And this one just got popped in here from my shopping trip at Ace. And that'll be kind of neat and wispy. Back here, not sure what we're going to put back there yet. Jack was talking about a plumeria up here, and I'm not really sure because those trunks do get pretty big and invasive. And I'm going to try to talk them out of it because right here is our septic area. I'm not sure I want that. This is a white plumeria, but this is a dwarf one. The other one he wants is the Aztec Gold. I killed somehow the Gora that was here. And here's where the 4 white salvia ended up. I still got my dirt mounds behind it, but yes, I did say that the sedums, the coral jade sedums, were going to end up here underneath this window. But after I started losing all the echinaceas and stuff up on this side, I thought, okay, I don't want to risk that with, although it would probably get a lot of, well, half of them would get partial shade over here. I'm so nervous about the heat coming off the house by July and August, September. It's just ridiculous. It's either feast or famine with the watering here. It's not on irrigation. And I thought, okay, I'm going to still use the sedums, but I'm going to put them in a place where I'll watch after them more, baby them more, a little bit more shade. So those are still in, you know, in the picture somewhere. We'll find a home for them. We have our flower game going. We just need one more little quick trip, and we're going to pick up Florida natives and things like that for the butterfly garden and see if we can't finally be done with that and then get the rock in. So I'm sorry if this video was a little all over the map. I'm going to do my best to congeal it together to one nice video. Add a little music, right? That soothes everything. So you guys take care. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.